Hi, I'm Lana Manganiello, and this is Choose Your Legal Practice Marketing Focus for 2026, a 5-day email course to simplify your marketing and drive transformational growth. We are starting with what a marketing focus is and why it changes everything. Most lawyers think of marketing as a list of activities: networking, speaking, writing, posting online, attending events. That all feels like progress, but that is motion. It is not strategy. You can be extremely active and still not be clearly known for anything specific. A marketing focus changes that. A marketing focus is the intentional framing of what you want to be known and referred for over the next 12 months. It guides what you show up to. It guides what you write, where you join, what you say yes to. It guides what you reinforce publicly. It is not an explanation of your practice. It is just the front door to your practice. You are not deciding what work you will accept. You're deciding what work you want to highlight. That distinction matters more than most lawyers realize. Because when you try to market everything you can do to everyone you can serve, your message becomes diluted. Referrers struggle to remember you clearly. Prospects cannot easily repeat what you do. You may appear capable, but indistinct. And indistinct rarely wins. So let's talk about why broad messaging makes it so hard to get in the door. Most of your prospects already have a resource or two that they like and trust who does everything. If you position yourself the same way, there's no reason to choose you over the person they already know. Clients and referral sources do not hire the lawyer who objectively knows the most. They hire the most visible lawyer who appears to know the most about the issue they care about right now. And perception drives their hiring decisions. You already understand what happens after the first matter. Once you are in the room, once you handle one dispute, relationships expand. One dispute leads to others. A bespoke project opens the door to broader advisory work. The focus earns you that first opportunity, and the relationship builds from there. This pattern shows up everywhere. Martha Stewart did not begin marketing herself as a lifestyle mogul. She became known as an exceptional caterer. Netflix did not launch as a global entertainment platform. It was known as the go-to place to rent DVDs. They started with something clear and easy to understand, and lawyers are not that different. There may be attorneys at large firms who handle ADA exposure issues in commercial real estate portfolios. That work absolutely exists within major practices, but who is writing about it consistently? Who's speaking about it regularly? Who's visibly associated with thinking about it every day? Often no one, at least not in a concentrated way. And that creates space. A lawyer from a smaller firm with a defined and visible focus can step into that space and compete for attention in a way that feels disproportionate to their firm size or their years in practice. That level of focus is uncommon. And the more narrowly and intentionally you define who you work with and how you help them, the more effective it becomes. So when you choose a focus, three things happen. You become memorable, your visibility compounds instead of resetting, and you begin attracting more of the work that you actually want. Most lawyers resist choosing a focus because they feel like it is narrowing or pigeonholing, or it feels like they're saying no to work. And focus at the end of the day is positioning. When an estate planner is known for advising families on matters involving cross-border assets in Latin America, no one assumes they cannot draft a straightforward domestic trust. Or when a real estate litigator is known for advising companies on mitigating exposure under Title III of the ADA and defending brick and mortar accessibility lawsuits, no one is questioning whether that person can also handle a standard commercial lease dispute. Depth elevates perception, and elevated perception opens doors. It earns you that first matter. And once you're inside the relationship, your broader capabilities are going to be visible. That is the strategic advantage. The real goal of this course is to help you define a marketing focus that makes you more strategic, more visible, and more excited about the work that you are attracting. You are not narrowing your career, you're clarifying your entry point. And to begin, we need to become more aware. So, because whether you have chosen a focus or not, the market is already associating you with something. So, I want you to write this down. Grab a notebook or a paper, or open a document and answer these 3 questions honestly. Number 1, if someone introduced you at an event tomorrow, let's say it is a neighbor that you know well, what would they say you do? Next, write whether or not that is what you want to be known for. And if you continue, the third question is, if you continue doing exactly what you were doing, how will your practice be different 36 months from now? And this is specifically around your marketing activities. Okay, so most lawyers do not intentionally choose what they are known for. It happens by default. And sometimes that default direction is not the one that they would have chosen. This work is about shifting from default to design. In the next lesson, we will define the clients and matters you actually want more of, so your focus reflects not just strategy, but enthusiasm. Because the goal is not simply to get more work, it's to attract the right work, and that starts with clarity. See you tomorrow.